Hey guys, welcome back to Pops and Props. Today we're going to be taking a look at my whole It Funko Pop collection. So let's get right into it. So before we get into the Funko Pops, I just wanted to start off explaining why do I love It? Well, it started a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4, I guess maybe even 5 years now. I can't believe it's been that long. But I was interested in reading some more Stephen King novels, and I came across It by Stephen King, and I'm like, this one looks pretty good. I had some people recommend it to me, so I checked it out, I read the whole thing, and I ended up loving it. From there on in, my love for It grew so much, I decided to watch the It TV miniseries, which I enjoyed, but once I saw the It remake that came out in 2017, I enjoyed that one so much more. And the reason I love It so much, it's not just because of Pennywise, and I know probably a lot of people will say that, but it is mainly because of the kids. I relate to each of these kids very personally. They each have some sort of trait that I relate to them with. And honestly, just the story of It and overcoming your fears is just a great story and has a great message. So enough of me blabbering on, let's get into the Funko Pops. For the sake of video length, I won't be taking these Funko Pops out of box today. I may take 1 or 2 out, but not all of them because that would be way too much. First Funko Pops that were released for the whole It line, or It set if you want to call it, were these 2 Pennywise Funko Pops. Now you're probably thinking, aren't these the same Funko Pop? Well, let me give you a quick insight on what's so different about them. Now these Funko Pops are pretty much identical, as you can see, but there is one thing that's different about them, and that is the eye color. We've got the blue one and the yellow one. Now I do believe that this was a factory error. I'm not sure which one was supposed to be like the official Funko Pop, but I know one of them is the error, I'm just not sure which. And along with the common came a chase. Now this one is actually sepia colored, as you can see here. I think it looks really amazing. And actually, not too long ago, my girlfriend bought this for me to complete my It set, which I am still currently working on. I know I talked a lot there, but let me show you guys the Pennywise Chase close up one more time. I really do enjoy this Chase Funko Pop. I'm really glad they changed all the colors. I think it was just a really clever decision on Funko's part. Now we are going to get into the Funko Pops of the kids. So the first couple are Georgie Denbrough, right here for you guys. A nice looking Funko Pop. And after Georgie, we've got Ben Hanscom. We've also got Beverly Marsh. Now this one actually did come with a Chase variant, and this is the Chase version. It's actually a bloody version, which I personally think looks great. Now after Beverly, we have Richie Tozier. Now I actually have this one in a hard stack because it is one of the more expensive Funko Pops in the whole It collection. And honestly, I'm not really sure why. It might just have to do what happened between him and Eddie in the movies. Just very emotional. So this one's in a hard stack forever. Now after Richie, we have Eddie Kaspbrak, a nice looking Funko Pop right here. I really do enjoy the detail of the cast on his arm. And then after Eddie, we can't forget about these two right here. We've got Mike Hanlon and Stanley Uris. Now those are all of the kids in the whole It Funko Pop set. Patrick, you may have missed one kid, Bill Denbrough, that you have not bought yet, and you should really get on to that. Now, I really wish that they would do adult versions of these kids from It Chapter 2, but I won't get into that today because that's a whole other subject. So we're gonna move on to the next few versions of Pennywise. We've got Pennywise with spider legs. And this one is too darn cool. So I did decide to take Pennywise with spider legs out of box, and I just wanted to show it up closer to you guys because I think this one looks absolutely amazing. I really do enjoy the spider leg arms and the gnarly sharp teeth. Next up in the collection, I will be showing off a few other versions of Pennywise. Well, way more than a few, so I'm just gonna get right into it here. We've got Pennywise with wig. This is a Walmart exclusive. This one looks really, really awesome. After that one, we have got, which one do I want to show off? I think this one, which is Pennywise with severed arm. a really creepy looking Funko Pop. But honestly, the next one I have here I think looks a little bit better than the Pennywise with severed arm. This one is Pennywise with wrought iron. This one just looks gnarly and just looks very scary. Now I think I'm gonna take this one out of box as well because it looks really cool and very creepy. So give me one sec, guys, I'll be right back. So here is Pennywise with wrought iron. Now I think this one just looks super creepy. I love the expression he has on his face. I also enjoy the detail of the wrought iron going in the one side and coming out the other. And then for all of you horror fans that know it really well, you can also see that he does have werewolf paws as his hands, because in the book he actually turns partially into a werewolf, which is one of the kids' fears. So guys, of course, in the middle of filming, it did start to pour rain outside and you can kind of hear it in here. It's not too bad, so we're just gonna continue and hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. So next up is wave 2 of the It set. Now I'm gonna try to zoom through these. Well, not zoom, but show them off a little bit quicker for you guys. So this is the first wave of wave 2. I hope that makes sense for you guys. This is Pennywise without makeup. And of course, with that one, we had to get Pennywise Meltdown, which is probably another one of the creepiest Funko Pops in this set. And I can't forget the shopkeeper. Now, a really funny thing about this Funko Pop is in the movie, Stephen King actually made a cameo and played this character. Next up, we've got a bunch of different versions of Pennywise. First off, we've got Pennywise Deadlights. Now, this is probably one of my most favorite Funko Pops out of the whole set, because it just looks so different. And then we've got Pennywise Funhouse, which is honestly a really weird one. And to go with that, we've got Pennywise with Balloon. And if you're interested in getting any Pennywise Funko Pops, I would probably recommend picking up this one, because this one is just absolutely iconic for the whole It movies. Huh? After that, we've got just a classic normal looking Pennywise. We've also got Pennywise with skateboard. Now this is a Hot Topic exclusive. This one's also very creepy looking. I love all the blood on his face. And last but certainly not least is Pennywise with Beaver Hat. This is an FYE exclusive, and I'm pretty sure that I bought this one over at K-Dog and Fish. K-Dog and Fish, if you are watching this, let me know if I bought this one from you guys, because I honestly can't remember. Well, I know I just said that was the last Funko Pop, but I may have missed one that's still on the ground, which is the 90s Pennywise. This is another great looking Funko Pop. Now after those, we are getting into some pretty big Funko Pops. The first one is a Pop Town, and this one I really do enjoy. This is Demonic Pennywise and Funhouse. And honestly, I just love this version of Pennywise. I'm going to try to show him off a little bit close to you guys, because he looks so darn creepy. Now this was actually one of the few Funko Pops that I bought from Pop in a Box, and I don't really order much from Pop in a Box anymore because I didn't have some great experiences, but this one came in pretty okay condition. As you guys can see here, it looks pretty fine on the front, but the top it's a little dinged up a little bit. There are some creases and dents on it, but overall, it's not too shabby. And the very last Funko Pop from my whole It collection is the 10-inch Pennywise. This pop is absolutely massive. As you can see, it pretty much takes up most of the camera frame, which I am in. So I'm gonna get this out of the way, and I'm actually gonna take it out of box because it looks pretty cool. So here is the 10-inch Pennywise out of box, and the reason why I love this Funko Pop so much is that it's a little bit easier to see all the detail in his costume, whereas compared to a smaller Funko Pop. But of course, guys, if you want to see him closer, here he is. So much amazing detail. Once again, I can't really fit him in the whole frame. Well, now I can. Now that I have got this Funko Pop out of box, it reminds me of my friend Ryan, quick little side note, guys, go over to Ryan Milky 14 on YouTube. Check out his channel. He's got some amazing content. As I was saying, the early days when I was watching Ryan Milky 14, I remember him showing off a 10-inch Chucky, and that is a Funko Pop that I want super bad for my horror collection, but nowadays it's kind of hard to come by. If any of you guys see the 10-inch Chucky somewhere out there in the wild, just send me a DM. Well guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. I really did enjoy showing off my whole It collection, and now that I think of it, I'm pretty sure I only have 13 more to get in total. I may have miscounted that somewhere along the way, but it's not bad. And if you guys want to see any of these Funko Pops up closer, please let me know, because I would be happy to do another video on a few of these Funko Pops, because honestly, they are probably the biggest highlight out of my whole collection. Anyways, guys, please don't forget to do those 3 things: like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next video.